36 Romeo Kilo, clear to Dallas Fort Worth Airport.
This is how they take you into these big airports. I need to eat.
I wish I'd have brought you something to eat.
I'm looking forward to In-N-Out.
Let's move it out of California. The California burger joint, let's move it to Texas. If they're anything like Burger King, they don't take American Express. This thing is kind of cool.
It used to be, post-World War II, if you were a humble means middle class, you could buy a plane just like you could buy a car.
I don't see how people live like that.
What's going on down there?
That looks like one huge subdivision.
Oh, right, yeah, living that closely together.
I live in the middle of the woods now, so...
there's Love Field right there. See Love Field? That's where Kennedy...
vertical track.
Where he landed and where obviously his casket was run.
On that little bitty airstrip right there.
That's Love Field.
I wonder where Dallas starts and Fort Worth begins.
Terrain, pull up,
Yeah.
terrain, pull up.
Approach got to Bonanza 136 Romeo Kilo for level 10,000.
Bonanza 136 Romeo Kilo, approach altimeter 2983.
83.
Pause,
it's amazing
not
that
available.
we haven't been given reroutes. You're doing a long trip like this, typically you get a ton of reroutes from air traffic control, but not the case.
TOS
today.
available.
The last lady that was talking to you, did she tell you to descend, or what did she say?
Well, we spoke with a man, I believe at Pensacola Approach. He told us to climb to 10,000 feet. And then she just gave us a altimeter setting barometric pressure.
Okay.
But yeah, we haven't been told to descend.
I got you.
It wouldn't be bad if we were, because there's a bit of a headwind up here at 10,000 feet, 11 knot headwind. We had a bit of a tailwind at 8,000, so.
Almost all of these farm fields below you are rice impoundments. Yeah, the little dams.
Interesting. And so you can tell that from here, huh?
Yeah, because I've seen it from the ground before.
Right.
They will take like a box blade or something, and they'll throw a windrow of dirt, and it'll hold that water. And they just make a bunch of little ponds. But you can see how small the squares are. If it was if they were growing cotton or corn or something, they wouldn't want short rows like that.
Got it.
I think that there should really be almost no government. That's kind of... I mean, obviously you have to have some to keep people from just absolutely running around like the purge and murdering each other. But I don't need you to tell me what to do and all of that.
No, you're libertarian-minded. There are some things I think the government is... we need government for. And not just most people say, well, for the common defense. Well, that's one part of it, but we also want to make sure our drugs and our food are safe. That's another important element of government. We want to make sure that the diplomatic front we're respected around the world, so that we don't have to resort to use of our military. That's important. Bonanza 136 Romeo Kilo requesting 8,000.
Bonanza 6 Romeo Kilo, it's going to maintain 8,000.
Down to 8,000. Thank you for that. 6 Romeo Kilo. I need to eat.
I wish I'd have brought you something to eat.
I'm looking forward to In-N-Out. They have an In-N-Out right by the airport. Have you had In-N-Out before?
I've never had. I thought they were only in California. I didn't know that.
Actually their distribution center is in Dallas now.
And
they expanded about 10 years ago. So
that is so typical.
Yep.
Let's move it out of California. The California burger joint. Let's move it to Texas.
Oh, well, absolutely. And Texas play a big role in that. And
Microsoft just built a huge either factory or distribution center or something in San Antonio. I mean, it's huge.
And the other thing is the In-N-Out they have restaurants in Arizona and New Mexico, and I believe they've got a couple in Utah and Nevada. So Texas is not that
out of the way.
Big of a stretch, yeah. Oh, but man, the burgers are amazing.
If they're anything like Burger King, they don't take American Express. I found that out today.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Interesting.
Maybe it was just that one that I went to, but because I know for a fact that I've been to Burger King before and they took it. I try not to eat at those places unless I'm traveling and I don't want to stop.
Maybe it's a franchise by franchise decision,
That would make sense, and that's what I was thinking. I don't understand why more places don't take American Express, because isn't it like so? A lot of people have American Express because it's the best for the cardholder, right?
But Amex charges the merchant a much higher fee than do Visa and MasterCard.
There's just no way that Gordon came out better sending me in this plane out here to get these dogs than he would be just paying somebody to drive them back.
These are some very lucky dogs. These are great for learning to fly, though. To bring these along on a flight is and roll on the flight and then debrief on your own at your own pace afterwards is really helpful. Because as you're flying, there really is a reduced bandwidth that you have. You know, you're especially when you first learn to fly, you're not multitasking. You tend to focus on an individual task and then to the detriment of another task. But when you roll the GoPros on your lesson, you can see everything that you're doing, and review it at your own pace.
I've never had an opportunity to learn like that. Everything that I've ever had to learn has always been trial by fire, and if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't.
Right.
So I don't know how. I don't know how to learn any other way than just go do it. Just butts and seats and go.
Oh, right. Well, that's how the Wright brothers did it back when they invented the airplane.
Yeah. There was no.
There was no checklist back then.
I don't see how people live like that down there.
What's going on down there?
It looks like one huge subdivision.
Oh, right, yeah, living that closely together, right.
I never had a neighbor until I was 18, so I guess it's all what you're used to.
That's right, yep.
I live in the middle of the woods now, so I'm ignorant of cities. I don't know what there is to do and all of the cool different things that you could do.
Okay. You've ever been to LA, have you?
No,
oh
sir.
Boy, that's where I learned to drive. Oh my goodness.
You must have the patience of Job.
It is absolutely
awful.
Oh.
This thing is kind of cool. I don't know, it's different.
Well, this is, you're very lucky because most of the general aviation fleet is about 40 to 50 years old.
Citation 912, Golf Whiskey,
It's very rare to see a plane this young. Only 5 years old. They only build about 15 of these, this model on an annual basis.
That's why they're $150,000.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It used to be, post World War II in the 50s and 60s that if you were of humble means, middle class, you could buy a plane just like you could buy a car. And then at a certain point, the tri-lawyers started suing the airplane manufacturers and put a lot of airplane manufacturers out of business. And those that survived basically had to pass along the cost of all the litigation. And that continues today.
What was the reason that they could buy a plane like a car? Was there so much military surplus from the Second World War?
Not so much military surplus, but there were a lot of returning military pilots.
I got you.
And the aircraft companies figured accurately that these guys are going to want to continue flying on a recreational basis, with their families. So, yeah, they mass-produced them between the end of World War II and basically the end of the 1970s.
6 Romeo Kilo, long deeper.
Go ahead, 6 Romeo Kilo.
6 Romeo Kilo, got amendment to your route advice, ready, copy?
Knew it. Ready, copy.
6 Romeo Kilo, clear to Dallas-Fort Worth Airport via Gregg County Vortex, Cedar Creek 1 hour arrival, maintain 8,000.
Okay, can you give me the phonetics on that Vortex?
6 Romeo Kilo, golf.
Okay, clear to Dallas-Fort Worth via Golf, and the Cedar Creek 1 arrival will maintain 8,000, 6 Romeo Kilo. These guys just assume I know what these fixes are.
We have to change our.
I doubt it's going to change dramatically, but this is what they do.
2210 Yankee, long departure.
This is how they take you into these big airports here. They give you an arrival route. Here's the Cedar Creek VOR, Vortac. And we're going to hop over here to whatever this is. This is the Cedar Creek VOR. And then from there into DFW.
That's like when you're driving through Atlanta or something. You see
yeah, exactly.
4 different planes
Miami.
coming at different headings and things like that. I got you.
Basically, it's a way for him to give us one instruction versus telling us to turn every 10 or 15 miles.
Yeah.
So less workload for him.
Level 1265, contact approach 125.2.
25.2, Delta 1265. Alpha 2740, you can disregard the report on the speed bag. Just once you have to go to 250, maintain it for spacing. Contact approach 125.2.
25.2, we're slowing now if that helps you, and we'll catch you next time.
Better.
FedEx 3006, turn right heading 270, intercept 31 right.
Right heading 270, intercept 31 right. FedEx 3006.
Cross 423, flight heading 020, contact approach on 124.3.
020, contact approach on 124.3. Thank you, have a good day.
So can you navigate direct to Howdy?
Affirmative.
Okay, clear direct to Howdy for the Cedar Creek 1 arrival. Howdy in the Cedar Creek 1 for 136 Romeo Kilo.
Okay, thank you. Clear direct Howdy for the Cedar Creek 1 arrival, 6 Romeo Kilo.
Number 136 Romeo Kilo, mainly altitude is 4,000.
4,000, 6 Romeo Kilo. Pretty cool, don't see that every day.
TAWS available.
Front of the airplane, Dallas, Fort Worth.
6 Romeo Kilo, clear visual approach runway 31 right.
The visual 31 right, 6 Romeo Kilo. There's Love Field right there. See Love Field? That's where Kennedy...
Vertical track.
Where he landed.
That's where he landed and where he, obviously his casket was... casket, whatever you call it, was brought.
On that little bitty airstrip right there.
Yeah, that's Love Field. That is just awesome, huh?
That's pretty cool. It's amazing how spread out it is.
3934, flight heading 180.
I knew that Dallas and Fort Worth.
And they are two very different cities.
Fort Worth is a stockyard cowboy type.
That's right.
City.
Number 136 Romeo Kilo, contact DFW Tower 127.5.
I'm just.
I'll say again the frequency.
6 Romeo Kilo 27.5.
27.5, 6 Romeo Kilo.
Number 9 Mike Echo, turn right heading 280, join the final.
0 to join the final now, Mike.
DFW Tower, can you be Bonanza 136 Romeo Kilo inbound, runway 31 right.
Bonanza 136 Romeo Kilo, DFW Tower, runway 31 right, clear to land 13306.
Runway 31 right, clear to land 6 Romeo Kilo.
6 Romeo Kilo, you can plan to roll long and exit towards the end at taxiway Papa or November.
Okay, roll long, exit Pampa on November, 6 Romeo Kilo. Great.
I wonder where Dallas starts and Fort Worth begins.
5784, taxi Mike to Zulu, hold short, runway 35 left.
Question, I don't know. Fort Worth is over there though, I know that. Over that way. They have a nice airport too.
136,
Fort Worth, Beecham. I've flown in there a couple of times.
Have you ever driven anywhere? I'm sure you've been to Texas, but have you ever really driven through any of the larger cities in Texas?
I mean, like Houston,
Houston, San Antonio.
Oh, I've been through both. Yeah, I've been through Houston and San Antonio. Yeah, they're pretty sprawling, aren't they?
Going through them is not that bad, but if you're trying to get into a specific place in the city,
right,
it is a nightmare because I don't think they believe in signs in Texas.
American 2782, good night departure. Have a good day.
And the signs that they do believe in are about the size of your notepad there. And they put it
784 Zulu cross 35 left, connect ground 185.
You have no warning, so you're just running.
Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain.
Holy crap.
Looks like the TCAS is working now.
Caution,
I'm glad that finally came in
Caution,
handy.
terrain.
Oh, we don't need it now. I can see the terrain. Thanks, baby. Appreciate it.
That is a great
Caution,
place for
terrain.
a golf course.
Terrain. Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain.
Quiet, lady.
Terrain,
Perfect,
terrain, pull up,
If you could keep
pull
the speed
up.
up at Echo Kilo cross 35 left, connect ground
Terrain,
0.65 traffic, hold
terrain,
position.
pull up, pull up.
Yeah.
Terrain, pull up, pull up.
This is a social
Terrain,
program that we need in the
terrain,
United
pull
States.
up,
Pull out,
pull
pull
up.
out, pull out.
Oh, that's funny. All right, now look at the runway number here. Hopefully this is 31 right.
Terrain, pull up,
Look at
pull
look at the
up.
planes.
Oh, yeah.
Terrain,
this is 31
terrain,
right.
Pull up, pull up. Terrain, pull up, pull up. Terrain, pull up.
We're going to land
pull
long
up.
here.
Terrain, pull up, pull up.
Look how quiet it is. I mean, this is a big airport, and
I've seen 3 planes take off.
there's not a whole lot of activity going on.
We've been
Terrain,
fine. I mean, they
terrain,
got
pull
planes
up,
parked all out
pull
there.
up,
planes parked all over there.
Terrain. Terrain.
1,
Pull
2,
up.
3, 4,
Pull
5,
up.
6.
Bishop 5995, RNF cousin, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff.
Go ahead and lean back because I'm going to smack my head on
American
this windowsill
947, you
again.
should be turning 35 left, line up point.
Look at us landing long here, huh?
What's the purpose of that?
Well, we're actually going to the FBO, which is at the end of up here, so this helps us out a little bit.
Short of taxiway, Echo Juliet for traffic across downfield.
What does FBO mean?
The fixed base operator, kind of like you met me in the lobby at Millionaire. That's the FBO, the fixed based
American
operator.
947, RNF medical, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff. Avoid 3321, you have to be turning 35 left, line up point. American 1270, hold short, runway 35 left at
Welcome to Dallas Fort Worth. Local
Thank you for
time is
getting us
5
here
o'clock.
safe.
Bonanza 6 Romeo Kilo, turn left, November to Yankee, hold short, runway 35 center.
Left November to Yankee, holding short 3 center, 6 Roman Kilo.
Shop 995, connect departure, good day. Avoid 3321, RNF cousin, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff. American 36 Heavy, DFT, be turning 35 left, line up point.
Come out now.
Bonanza 6 Romeo Kilo, Atlanta traffic hold short intersection at Yankee, cross runway 35 center, hold short, runway 35 left.
Okay, cross 35 center, we'll hold short 35 left at Yankee, 6 Roman Kilo.
American 947, connect departure, good day. What 4191, Causeway terminus, traffic will be heavy, depart now for parallel. American 36 Heavy, RNF cousin, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff. American 2429, DFT, be tower, Causeway terminus for the heavy departing, runway 35 left, line up and wait. Envoy 3321, connect departure, good day. Bonanza 6 Romeo Kilo,
That's what Gordon
35 left to Yankee, and angle off to your right, enter the east side of corporate.
Okay, cross 35 left and off to the right, corporate, 6 Roman Kilo.
American 36 Heavy, traffic situation 12 o'clock, 2 miles is E170, climbing out of 2100, advise them in sight. American 36 Heavy, maintain facilitation with the traffic, belt turn out to the east and connect departure, have a good day.
Okay.
American 1123, RNAV, Macro, runway 35 left, 56. Airship 202, DF2, be turning 35 left, on a point. American 2429, connect departure, have a good day.
All right, here we are.